Scuffling with Navy here. Welcome to my anime reviews. Basically, almost every week I'll be reviewing an anime, a old anime, new anime, or a new season of an anime, and give you guys my opinion. Alright, let's get straight to the point. 2 reviews in one day. I worked my ass off for this, so if you guys want to see the original Persona 4 anime review, wait, it's in the description, or wait till the end of this review, as it'll be at the end slate, because I am too lazy to put an annotation here. Sorry. This review is going to be based off the recently ended Persona 4 Golden animation. Since this anime is new, it only has a sub, so deal. If this is the video that you search to find out if you like the anime or not, go watch Persona 4 the animation instead, because this anime isn't really an anime to me, more of an OVA collection. Persona 4 was originally a game, and Persona 4 Golden is its remake. It takes all of the bonus content that only shows up in Golden and animates them instead of having a proper story, so it's not very linear. So you say, if you watch Persona 4, then watching this is no problem, but if you're new, go watch Persona 4 first. Also, for those who haven't played the game but watched the anime, maybe googling a bit of Golden first if I miss any explanation here, because I'm going to make it a lot easier for you to understand, just because, like, I'd understand. So I understand I played Golden first with all the extra content, so I'll understand. So if you haven't played the game, I'll try and make it easier on you so you understand what's going on. Like usual, I'll only be explaining the most important points of the anime, like the character, story, setting, relations, voice acting, animations, music, and the genre. And let's get started with the genre. This anime is action, fantasy, murder mystery, and they took it to the next level. A lot of the murder mystery isn't really murder mystery, moreover, analyzation of a little bit, not really focused on. There's some school life, but it isn't really focused in the school. And let's go straight to the setting now. The whole anime is based in a small town called Inaba, which has been getting crazier and crazier, but let's leave that for the story part of the anime review. Now for the characters, I will be explaining 3 characters only, and I'm only going to be assuming you watched the original Persona 4 anime first, so if you want to avoid spoilers, click here. Also, if you want an explanation on shadows, arcanas, and personas, of course watch my original Persona 4 review, as there is a lot of info that I put there, and it would be a waste of my time and yours for me to relay it again. So you can click here to skip ahead. I'll just 1, 3, 7. Okay, let's get straight on with it. First is Yu Narukami, the protagonist of the game. He's an extremely open guy who lets people know how he really feels all the time, as if he has no secrets. In the game, his personality is molded by the player, but in the anime, he is much more open than most players would make him. He reveals the full arcana as well as the wild card, which lets him switch to different personas at will. His main persona is known as Izanagi. Next is Tomodachi, the antagonist of the game. On the outside, he's a police officer who is an extreme klutz, but on the inside, he's a twisted, life-hating murderer who doesn't care about anyone. His personality is so twisted, and because of it, his sad freaking backstory, which is explained in this anime, you start to feel really sad for him. He wields the Gesture Arcana, transformed into the Hunger Arcana later, and his persona is known as Magatsu Izanagi, meaning Izanagi of Calamity. And last is Marie, a character who is exclusive to Persona 4 Golden and does not show up in the original, and this anime is mostly revolved around her. She's a very stylish person who is very honest. She has amnesia and doesn't remember anything, but lives with the people who own the Velvet Room, an area that is very important to the game. She wields the Aeon Arcana. Now for the story, I'll be explaining a bit differently in this area, since this anime story is kind of messy. Be ready for a long chat-ish kind of thing. I will not be explaining the main story that happens in Persona 4 here, as it isn't really a plot here, so let's get with the real story. Like I said, this anime takes all the exclusive content in Persona 4 Golden Remake and animates it. The content includes Marie and her story, as well as her social link path as the Aeon, and it also includes Adachi's social link path as the Jester evolved into the Hunger, and his backstory, as well as bits that were never included Mari, that they put in for content for the anime, as well as Marie's extra bits of the story and ending. Now for the animations. These animations are brighter than the originals, and the skin problem I had is gone, hurrah! Now for the voice actors. No complaints here, as the voices for Adachi and Yu are different in the sub version, of course. I loved all the voices, pretty memorable too. Now for the music. Oh my god, the music is fabulous. Like the other anime, like the original Persona 4 anime, they take all the music from Persona 4, remix it, for this anime. Now for the remaining part of these reviews, as a rating, I'll split up into 5 different categories: voice acting, animation, story, characters, and overall enjoyability. And of course, we're going to start with voice acting. 20 out of 20. Like I said before, no complaints here, as they had different voice actors for people who had the same voice actors in English, which is awesome for me because I was really pissed off about that one point. Animations, 20 out of 20. These animations were great. They were fixed. They even fixed my main gripe with the original anime, so I have no complaints here. Story, 7 out of 20. Alright guys, here's the thing. I fucking loved the story of this anime, but I'm looking into the eyes of someone who hasn't watched the original Persona 4 anime, and they would not know what the fuck was going on here, as there's no real flow they follow. They don't really, explain characters, explain sociology, and all that, stuff of the actual story, so you wouldn't understand a lot of it. It would have been better if they made it follow the main story while adding in these episodes with the extra content and the story to make sense, but they didn't, and someone new to the anime would have no clue what was going on. I understand that they only had about 12-13 episodes. They could have gotten and tried for a 26 episode thing, but they chose not to, I guess. What are you gonna do? Characters, 20 out of 20. I loved the characters, all of them. The side ones, the main ones, and the villains too. They were all likable, and watching the villain's backstory, finding out what he did and why he did everything, was amazing. Enjoyability, 13 out of 20. I loved this anime after a few episodes. Let me explain. When this anime started, I assumed they were going to do everything they did in the original anime again with extra content, but instead, they did New Game Plus, which is basically keeping all your stats from the previous save and doing the game over, which is actually in the game, which I disliked for the sake of people new to the franchise who would not understand anything, as this was coming out weekly as a new anime instead of the OVA kind of thing. After I get over the fact, then it was fun to watch every week. Just don't watch this anime if you haven't played the remake or watched the original anime, because you would not know what's going on. Overall score, 80 out of 100, 80%, an A grade for this anime. I hope you enjoyed the video. There should be a link to watch this free on Crunchyroll, as Crunchyroll actually has this one. Thank you guys for watching. Stop with my baby. I'll see you guys next time.